Ah, yeah. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. He's got the biggest ginger balls that you've ever seen. Watch them explode all over your screen. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Share this online with all of your friends. Let's get it trending before this all ends. Oh, this party's only just begun. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. If you want to help keep the internet fun, sign up to his Patreon. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Share this online with all of your friends. Let's get it trending before this all ends. You won't get a solo like this from Pogo. Go, 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 go. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. He's got the biggest ginger balls that you've ever seen. Watch them explode all over your screen. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming. Pingtr1p's coming.
Okay, is it working now? Jesus Christ! Let me make sure everything's working because this is okay. I think everything's working except the quality of the stream. It looks like shit every time I look at it. It's all blurry, and I don't know what to do about that. I got to work on that to figure that out. Maybe I need to set up a test account just to figure out why the hell I'm getting such low output when I do these. Let me see what it says. Stream health is healthy. Stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. So yeah, I don't know what else I can do, man. As long as we can hear you. Can you hear me? Sound good too? Because yeah, I didn't really do much. I just kind of jumped on and hoped everything was still set up right. But yeah, so I mean, in case y'all don't know, my little dog here. Hopefully y'all can see him. Yeah, we're talking about you, Bubbles. We're talking about you. He tried to kill me. Okay, he committed a hate crime. Right? I tried to go to Subway at like 3 a.m. and then he jumped me all of a sudden and like tried to strangle me. And yeah, I should probably take this off, but yeah, I don't know. I think leaving it on makes more sense. I think I'm gonna just, you know, I don't know. I kind of like having something that can kill me around my neck. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on. Why take it off? No one, you know, that wouldn't make any sense, would it, for me to take this off? Wouldn't make any sense at all. So yeah, I'm really mad, and I'm amazed that I actually got him to sit here for this long, because he keeps trying to get up and leave, and I'm like, no, I got to give him a treat. I've probably given him so many treats, he's probably going to end up shitting on that chair right there. But yeah, he doesn't like to sit up here with me. He's got his spots on the lower floor that are his spots, and that's where he likes to chill. So this is a little out of the ordinary for him, but yeah, he's a murderer, an attempted murderer. So can I get in on all that victim shit? Can I get in on all that victim publicity, please? Please, I'm a victim now. My dog tried to commit a hate crime. Apparently, he doesn't like redheads. I guess because dogs in their natural environment, like there's no dogs that have red hair. So for him, I'm just like a demon. Some shit like that, I guess. I don't know. But he doesn't like me. My dog does not like me. But yeah, so and then we're gonna watch the Jussie Smollett interview, because everybody keeps telling me I need to watch that, and I haven't seen it. Just to be honest, the first time I heard the story about Jussie Smollett, the first time I heard that, you know, the first little reports that came out, I was like, this just sounds like complete fucking bullshit. I didn't believe it from the first second it came out, and I think most of y'all probably didn't either, because it's just fucking nonsense. But I haven't really followed it too much. I mean, I've seen the reports that come out that, oh, he's going to go to jail now and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, right away from the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. So I didn't really feel the need to follow it. It's just too much of this shit. And this is like such a horrible thing to do because our country is like almost to the point of like throwing down in the streets, left and right. They're so ready to go, and start fucking fighting like for real. And then you do some shit like this. And I almost think like the news media really wants a civil war. I think, maybe it's possible that some of the people behind the scenes who are, owners of these big media companies, maybe they're set to profit from a civil war because, people make a lot of fucking money with war. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see some shenanigans like that going on because sometimes the shit that they report on, the narratives they push from both sides, it just don't make any sense other than just trying to get us to be at our throats. And yeah, I'm sure corporations would love it, if people had some hardships. It almost seems like corporations want us to go back to being slaves, but they want us to be happy slaves. They don't want us to go back to being slaves and being angry. They want us to be happy for the shitty pennies that they'll give us in the future when there's really barely any need for us. So yeah, I don't know how many of you have seen the interview. I watched maybe about 5 minutes of it, and I was like, yeah, I'll play this. I don't know how interesting it is, like the whole thing, but I do think it's there are some parts like Subway being closed at. I mean, he apparently he went to Subway at 2 a.m. I don't think they have Subways open at 2 a.m. I'm gonna look that up though. I'm gonna see if there's any like 24-hour Subways because I've never seen one. What's going on, Chris? Let me look this up. Are there 24-hour Subways? 24-hour Subways. We're gonna do some fucking in-depth investigations here. Some deep investigative journalism. These Subway restaurants pilot. Okay, there's one. I see one that's open 24 hours at a Pilot. No, but wait, the Pilot Travel Center is open 24 hours. I doubt the Subway in there is because I've gone to a lot of these places, these 24-hour convenience stores that have Subways, and when you go there at 3 a.m., the store's still open. You can buy smokes and drinks or whatever, but the Subway's not open at 2 or 3 a.m. The Subway still has regular Subway hours. Let me see. It keeps taking me to the New York Subway. We see 24-hour Subway restaurants. I'm gonna put that in because I'm gonna get down to the bottom of this. And if we even knew like the street that he was on, we could see like which Subway he was going to, and if that one was actually open 24 hours. Find a store Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. That seems about right. I think some of them even close sooner. Let's just do this. Let's look up hours of operation Subway. Hours of operation. And these streams are going to be very laid back, guys, because it's cool because I don't have a lot of viewers, so I can just come on here and like if I want to sit here and eat a burrito in front of you, I'll fucking do that because who cares? It's so laid back. Like I know everybody basically that's in here, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of a nice way to do a stream, in my opinion. It's kind of cool. Hours of operation Subway. Let me see here. Subway restaurants 9 to 11. 9 to 11 is their basic hours of operations. I see one that's 7 to 11, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Is New York Subway 24 hours? No, that's not Subway restaurants, New York Subway. Yeah, everything I see is that they close at 11. I don't think there's any 24-hour Subways, but anybody that wants to fucking, go in and do a deep dive into this, maybe you can prove me wrong. I just heard about this. There are 24-hour Subways. Where at, Chris? Walmart has one. There's 24 hours in a super Walmart? Yeah. I mean, like I said, I saw like a list of one that's like in a travel truck stop that's 24 hours, but I don't think the actual Subway in there is 24 hours. I think the truck stop is what's 24 hours. But I could be wrong. Because you would think if you're going to go through this whole elaborate fucking thing and you're going to make up this whole story about how you got, lynched by Nigerians, or I don't know. Did he even say they were Nigerians at first? I think he was trying to put it off as like white Trump supporters. I'm hearing right now. Yep, at a super Walmart, Adam Edwards. That one that was at a travel stop. It was like and it was open, Adam, at 1:30. Okay, so there are 24-hour Subways. So okay, it is possible. But the next thing would be like get the police report. What Subway was it that he actually went to? Because I'm sure you could figure out which Subway he was supposed to have gone to across the street from a what's it called, a Walgreens, right? Because he went to a Walgreens first, but they were closed. Maybe I'm wrong and they changed. Yeah, I don't trust the dude. Well, here's the thing, Chris. To me, it would be really dumb to come up with this whole elaborate fucking thing, this whole fake fucking hate crime, lynching, whatever you want to call it, and then like have that big of a hole in your story. Like I went to Subway at 2 a.m. when there's no way you can actually prove that Subway is closed at 2 a.m., right? Because he says he actually went there in the interview, the little bit I saw. So you would think they would take the time to do the research to go, okay, wait, you're going to say you went to a subway, that this happened to a subway. Is the subway even fucking open? Is the subway even fucking open? If the case is that the subway is not even open, because you can narrow it down to the specific subway he went to if you have all the information, and maybe we can get that here in a little bit. And if you narrow it down to the specific subway he went to, then you know for sure whether it's a lie or not. Because if the subway's fucking closed, you know, like who just walks around with the rope? Dude, it's this fucking style. I don't go rope. I like dog leash. It's my style right here. Get the dog leash going. I think it gives me a little bit of a tough look, you know. But then anybody could just pull me around. But yeah, so it's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. But I'm committed to it for this episode because I want everybody to know what my asshole little dog did to me. Yeah, you did this. You did this. That's right. That's right. Look at the people and say, I'm sorry. All right, that looks good enough. I'll take that. But yeah, I don't know if I should report him to the police or not, because then everybody will say, oh, you faked it and all that. And, you know, I definitely didn't fake it. He definitely tried to hang me. My dog definitely tried to commit a hate crime against me because, again, dogs don't like people with red hair because it's not natural in their natural dog environment. What city was this? I think was it Brooklyn? It was New York area, right, Chris? I think it was New York area. Don't start throwing it. Yeah, don't make me go fucking full-blown Owen Benjamin on you. Gonna have to start a hashtag, save bubbles. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna start throwing elbows, Chris. Oh, man. Yeah, don't make me go Owen Benjamin on you, Bubbles. Don't make me do it. Don't make me. And I don't know if some of y'all watched the clip that like had the music added to it that was slowed down. I don't think that one's actually the best one to watch. If you can watch it unfiltered, just real time, it's even worse to me. But I still love you, Owen. I still think you're funny, but dude, if we ever had a conversation, I definitely would have to bring that up and be like, it's not the way to treat an animal, man. I mean, maybe if it's an aggressive pit bull trying to tear your throat out, okay, yeah, you can punch him in the face, right? I mean, I can make that distinction. If you got a very violent dog that's trying to kill you, you do what you can to stop the dog from being violent, right? And that might mean getting real physical up to the point of, you know, really, really hurting somebody or really hurting the dog. But yeah, you don't do that when your dog's trying to play with you. I mean, there's no other reason for you to do that other than a dog that's trying to rip your throat out. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it too much, Adam. It's like, you know, I don't like talking about it. But if you want to find it, you can look it up. It's just search on YouTube, do hashtag Save George, and there's a video that's at the bottom of the results that has like it's not so edited. You know, try to find the one that's not. You can clearly see it in the one that's edited where they put like sad music over it. But to me, if you really want to get a real judgment of what's going on there, don't watch it like that. Watch the real video. And then, you know, maybe not too if you don't want to be upset. I mean, some people will watch it and go, oh, it's just roughhousing. But I don't see that as roughhousing. I see it as like somebody who's losing their patience with their dog and not reacting the correct way. I'm a vet tech at an ER. Well, you'd be, I guess, a good judge of character on that stuff, Adam. You know, maybe I'm just being a big sissy. Everybody's like, well, he's a big dog. He can take it. I'm like, you don't, that's not the way you behave with an animal, because the animal's going to end up being a worse animal, to put it lightly, when you get that rough with it. Like, that's why I don't like even rough play. Like, if you play with your dog, I think you kind of got to be gentle so the dog understands like this is proper play, you know. So if they're playing with the kid, they know they can't just run up and put their teeth on them and play bite them and all that shit. So, you know, you always play gentle so the dog knows this is the correct way to play. But that's me, you know, because I've seen dogs that I've had where I've had friends come over and start playing with them rough the way they play with their own dogs, and then all of a sudden the dog's just demeanor changes and he just gets a lot more rough, a lot more aggressive. So I mean, I've seen it, and I can't like ignore that, you know, that result of that kind of behavior with your dog. I can't ignore that. It's a real thing. So anyway, yeah, let's watch a little bit of this. I guess we've established that Subway is open in some places 24 hours, but yeah, again, we can really eliminate this and get it down to the nitty gritty and find out which Subway he was really at. So maybe we'll figure that out here. I'll look it up later. I'll probably be triggered by it. Yeah, I was Adam. You know, I'm somebody who, dude, I'm not judgmental. Like, I can watch Owen talk about shit that I disagree with all day long and laugh because I like the realness of Owen. But seeing that, it's like that's kind of the first time where I've gone like, oh, fuck this guy, you know, like fuck this, like this, you know, and yeah, there's very few things that would make me do that if I really like somebody. So, and again, I still wouldn't like throw Owen like under the bus or something, but like, again, if I was actually friends with them, I would say like, dude, we need to talk about proper dog training, how to train your dog, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And we need to talk about it, you know, keeping your fucking, because clearly he's angry in the clip. You can see it in his face. The dude is angry, you know, so he's not controlling himself. And you know, you have, you know, if you want to train a dog, you have to be the one that stays calm. You can't start getting upset. The dog is going to pick that up right away. So yeah, give me a second here. Let me pull up this video, make sure it's playing right. And I'll probably get a copyright claim on this one, but who gives a fuck? These a lot of these ABC News and this shit, when you play their interviews, they copyright claim the fuck out of you, even if it's fair use and you're putting your commentary over it. But yeah, I don't make any money off this channel, so what the fuck does it matter? Let's watch it. Let me see here. Control 2. Is that the right one? There we go.
I'm Robin Roberts in New York. Musician and actor Jussie Smollett sat down with me for his first interview since that night in Chicago. Smollett told me how he's doing now and responds to those who doubt his account.
I'm pissed off.
What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks. It's like, you know, at first it was a thing of like, listen, if I tell the truth, then that's it, because it's the truth. Mm-hmm. Then it became a thing of like, oh, how can you doubt that? Like, how do you not believe that?
How do you not believe? You're supposed to just believe everything everybody says, no matter how fucking ludicrous it is. Like, if I tell you I'm a victim, you can't question it. Like, I understand like where that comes from, but once the facts don't add up with the reality, yeah, you have to start questioning it. It doesn't matter what it was. He looks like he's lying. Yeah, he does not come off well in this interview, man. But then again, I mean, it's almost like they just made this, like they decided to do this like last minute. Like they were all sitting there at their little gay get-together club or whatever. Nothing wrong with it. You guys, I'm not, you know, hey, gay people are cool. All right, gay people are awesome. So yeah, they're probably hanging out at their little club, and they're like, yeah, you know, wouldn't it be cool if we just like did this fake prank and then we could like make sure Trump's not elected, or I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, let's go back. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Let me get back.
It's truth. And then it became a thing of like, oh, it's not necessarily that you don't believe that this is the truth. You don't even want to see the truth.
What happened that night, Jussie?
When I landed in Chicago, and Frank Gatson, who's like my uncle, and he's also my creative director, and he picked me up, and then
so they're probably the ones that came up with he's like, I need you to do this real quick, man. The Illuminati needs another fake story to get everybody crazy pissed.
Got back to the apartment. There was no food. And so I went out to Walgreens thinking that they were 24 hours and to have a smoke.
Yeah, that seemed like a little tick there. It's like, okay, what? There was nothing. You didn't say anything funny there.
Walgreens was closed. So I called him up and
did he say anything about where he was at? Let me. Did he say the area, Brooklyn, or what?
Frank Gatson, who's like my uncle, and he's also my creative director, and he picked me up, and then we got back to the apartment. There was no food, and so I went out to Walgreens thinking that they were 24 hours and to have a smoke.
Yeah, I mean, somebody probably, if anybody can find like where the location was where this happened. And yeah, that would be interesting, because then you can look up the hours of operation for the subway, and then, you know, you can, I mean, not that we all don't know he's already lying, but, you know, you just have more proof.
Walgreens was closed. So I called him up and I said, hey, I'm going to run to Subway, which was across the street, and I'm going to get a salad. Do you want anything?
All right, so wherever the Subway is, it's across the street from a Walgreens. More information.
I went to the Subway and got the order. During that time, I texted my manager thinking that he was still in Australia because he was on an Australian tour with one of his other clients.
Australia, yeah. Somebody was talking about Australia last time, and let's just say I'm going to stay the hell away from Australia. Okay, never going there. Like, a lot of cool people there. But yeah, fuck Australia.
I say, yo, call me when you can. He called me immediately. And while he was on the phone, I heard, as I was crossing the intersection, I heard Empire. And I don't answer to Empire. My name ain't Empire. And I didn't.
I kind of want to just call him Empire now. But, oh, wait, that'd probably be a hate crime.
Didn't answer. I kept walking, and then I heard Empire. So I turned around.
Damn. But we know it was Nigerians, right? Maybe that's the way Nigerians talk. Because, I mean, aren't they black Nigerians? Right? So, like, if you're black, you can say that. So what's the problem? Right? But at this point, is he saying they're not Nigerians? I'm really confused.
And I said, the did you just say to me? And I see the attacker masked. And he said, this MAGA country punches.
These are all these fake attacks are so over the top, and they seem to happen all the time. Like, I don't even believe any of these MAGA racist attacks. It's just, I'm not saying there aren't racist supporters or racist people in that supported Trump. Okay, I mean, there's racists that supported Hillary too, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't make a whole fucking segment of the population racist because a couple of them made the same decision as a racist did. This is the crazy thinking I have to go through to rationalize their retarded narratives. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Just me right in the face. So I punched his ass back. And then we started tussling.
He's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. I punched his ass back. Yeah.
You know, it was very icy. And we ended up tussling by the stairs. Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back. And then it just stopped.
Okay, so somebody attacked him, then he punched him back, and then they kicked him in. Okay, I'm trying to create a picture of what's going on here in this story. It's a little difficult.
And they ran off, and I saw where they ran. And the phone was in my pocket, but it had fallen out, and it was sitting there, and my manager was still on the phone. So I picked up the phone and I said, Brandon, and he's like, what's going on? And I said, I was just jumped. And then I looked down and I see that there's a rope around my neck,
This is the craziest story ever. It just, I mean, it makes no sense. None of it makes any sense. Like, maybe if this was like 1950 and, you know, you still had the KKK running around lynching people, this is a story that would be believable, but this shit just doesn't happen anymore. It just doesn't. Yeah, and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Find a case where it's happening that's not, you know, ends up being fake and like some politically motivated bullshit. Like this is, I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, this is politically motivated. It just ties into the story that people want to push, that all the Trump supporters are racist. And if you can put up a story like this and people actually believe it, that just goes to further your argument that yes, Trump is a racist, that the only reason he's elected is because he dog whistled a racist. I mean, I've been called a dog whistler. It's like this. So stupid, man. Anytime somebody says somebody's dog whistling, go listen to what the fucking person's actually saying. Don't just take don't take whatever you're reading's word for it that, oh, they must be racist because they were dog whistling. I mean, dog whistling is just a way of extrapolating racism out of things that aren't actually racist, you know? It's like if I said, yeah, I went to eat today, I went to the black side of town because they got the best fried chicken, which is true. When I go to the black side of San Antonio where they got like restaurants run by black people, they have the best fucking fried chicken. That's not racist, but yeah, it's dog whistling. That's what it is. It's dog whistling. No, it's fucking reality. Black people make fucking awesome fried chicken, and they're proud of that fact. So if I went there and said, man, I love your fried chicken. What is it about how the black people make fried chicken that it's so much better? Do you think the guy who made the amazing fried chicken is going to be like, you're a fucking racist? He's going to be like, no, it's because we've you know handed down recipes. It's something they're proud of. But you know, the HuffPo or whatever the fuck is going to report it as, oh, I'm dog whistling racism. Dog whistling. And then people read it and people actually react to it and act differently in their everyday lives, where they go around thinking, okay, I guess white people are fucking racist. I guess this guy who smiles at me and is nice to me every day, he's actually probably racist. He's just fucking hiding it, you know? I mean, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm fucking ranting, but you know, that's what I do.
I hadn't.
You hadn't noticed it before?
No,
you didn't
because
see?
It was so fast. You know what I'm saying? It was so fast.
How long did this all
It felt like minutes, but it probably was like 30 seconds, honestly. I can't tell you, honestly. I noticed the rope around my neck, and I started screaming. And I said, there's a rope around my neck.
Did you get any kind of description of the attack?
I gave a body description.
Wait a minute, that's hilarious. Oh, there's a fucking rope around my neck. That was his reaction. His reaction wasn't to fucking remove the rope, like to get it off of his neck. It was to leave it on there and go, oh, there's a rope on my neck. It's so fucking dumb. I don't think they really had time to really plan this out that well. It must have been like a night of doing crazy meth and crazy butt sex all night or whatever. And then at the last minute, they're like, oh, you know what? I've had this idea, you know, we should do this. And yeah, let's fight the fucking Trump people. Fuck Trump. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And they didn't really plan it out that well because there's so many holes.
And I, you know, because I saw this, and you know, right here or whatever, but I didn't see, I can't tell you what color their eyes were. I can't tell you. And I did not see anything except the second person I saw running away. And the first person, yeah, I saw. But
you couldn't tell from their accents that they were Nigerian? Like, okay, see, this is the way it would sound if a racist, like MAGA supporter was to come up and say, this is MAGA country. Sound like, this is MAGA country. And then they drop the hard end, right? This is MAGA country. Let me see. I got to get it better. That's not a good impression. Let's hear MAGA country, boy. All right. Something like that. Something like that. Now, if it's a Nigerian, it'd be like, this is the MAGA country. You can't tell the difference? You can't tell the difference? This is MAGA country. I don't know. It's probably pretty close to Nigerian. Oh, this is MAGA country. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is MAGA country. Yeah, that's Nigerian right there. That's the perfect Nigerian. Oh, this is MAGA country.
Saw his stature. I gave the description as best as I could. You have to understand also that it's Chicago in winter.
You have to. He's probably like, wait a minute. What do they have to understand? It's Chicago in winter. And then he looks away. Wait a minute. He's probably thinking to himself, that don't even make any sense. What I just said doesn't make any fucking sense. How am I going to spin this?
People can wear ski masks.
Okay, well that makes a little more sense now. But yeah, okay. People wearing masks. So I couldn't tell that they were Nigerian. Okay, so they were Nigerians that have no accent. I've never seen that in my entire life. Never seen it in my entire life. Nigerians still have accents all the time. So yeah, so that's bullshit. Let's keep going.
And nobody's gonna question that.
The police have gone through a lot of video, and they were able to capture an image of two people of interest. Have you seen that image? Mm-hmm. And do you believe that they could possibly be the attackers?
I do.
What is it about their size, or why do you feel that they could possibly be?
Because I was there. For me, when that was released, I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere.
I've heard some theories too that this is actually like some sort of gay thing where he was paying them like for, you know, sexual actions. And then he ended up paying him for this, or it went awry and they actually did beat him up, and then he just blamed it on like Trump supporters when it actually was the Nigerian gay hookers that he paid for. I don't know how much I buy that one though, but it's interesting.
I don't have any doubt in my mind that that's them. Never did.
Why did you hesitate to want to call the police?
You know.
So he hesitated to call the police. So even with the hesitation, he still left the rope on his neck. That to me is the most bizarre thing ever. Because no one's going to leave a rope around their neck. Nobody's going to do that. That's the first thing they're going to remove is the rope around their fucking neck. All right, let's keep going.
There's a level of pride there. We live in a society where...
He's bringing the tears out, though. So, I mean... You can say he's a bad actor and all that, but to bring out the tears that easily, that's not easy. I mean, I've tried to cry on cue, and that shit's not easy at all. It's not. I mean, just give me some Visine, let me pour a bunch of fucking fake tears in my eyes. Yeah. I mean, unless you know, ABC's helping him out with that. I mean, it's possible. But yeah. I mean, I can't say he's that bad of an actor. It's just his story. They didn't take enough time to really flesh out this story to make it seem more believable and have less holes. That's really the biggest problem.
As a gay man, you were considered somehow to be weak, and I'm not weak. I am not weak, and we are, as a people, are not weak.
You're powerful. You're powerful, Jussie Smollett. What a name, right? Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, man. I mean, that's probably the gayest name I've ever seen, and there's nothing wrong with having a gay name, right? You should be proud of your gay name, Jussie Smollett.
So, I mean, I can accept that there was pride there. There's also privacy. You know, at the end of the day, look what has happened. You know, look what has happened. So I'm glad that Frank called the police. I'm glad that we reported it. During that time before they came, it took them about maybe half hour to come. And during that time, I was looking at myself, just like checking myself out. I saw the bruise on my neck, you know, like the little, the rope burn around my neck. And then but I smelled bleach. I know this.
Let's go back to that. The rope burn around his neck. I don't really see a rope burn. I see the typical, you know, when like some African Americans, when they shave, they get like the bumps and stuff in the area where they shave, which is shitty, man. I feel for you. That's gotta suck. The rope burn around it. Okay, I see a little bit of redness there. Okay, all right, maybe that's a rope burn, but that's not too hard to do to yourself. And then looks like somebody hit him on the side of his face. What is that? Like a whip? Somebody whip him on the side of the face? It's like a little line there. So it looks like he did get in a fight. Looks like something happened. But it's probably not, I mean, clearly they're Nigerians. I mean, maybe they are Nigerian MAGA supporters. That's fucking awesome if we got Nigerian MAGA supporters. But, you know, I don't think they'd go around. Because, see, the thing is, MAGA supporters know that everybody's trying to label them as racist. So they try really, 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 really hard not to give in to that, they try not to look like actual racists, right? Because they're not. And, you know, actual racists don't mind when people call them racist because they're fucking racist. Just a heads up, you know, when somebody goes, I'm not racist, fuck you, you know, and they get mad because you call them a racist, they're probably not a racist. Okay, but everything's silent, behind the scenes racism, hidden racism. Everybody's racist and they just hide it. It's like, whatever. Most racists are fucking proud to be racists. Okay? They're proud of it. I mean, that's because they're retards, basically. Racist people are, basically, they're retarded. They're like missing certain chromosomes and shit. Well, let's keep going.
Rope burn around my neck. And then I smelled bleach. I know the smell of bleach. And I saw on my sweatshirt, it had marks on it, like spots on it, when you have a bad bleach job. So then I was like, there's bleach on me too. So when the police came, I kept the clothes on. I kept the rope.
So you had the rope on the entire...
So these guys had a rope and they had bleach. These guys were just ready. This is like a lynching, like a professional lynching operation. They go around with, and to be honest, it's not a lynch because, you know, a lynching I think would take him actually being lynched. I don't know. Maybe that would, if it was a true story, maybe that would qualify as a lynching, but I'm not sure if that's technically a lynching yet. I don't know if it's reached that level of attack yet. But anyways, keep going.
I mean, it wasn't like wrapped around, but yeah, it was around because I wanted them to see. I wanted them to see what this was. I told them what happened.
You couldn't just keep the rope with you and just like carry it? Be like, look, they tried to kill me with this rope. You had to keep it on your neck. Okay, I mean, look, all right, maybe it's possible that you're in shock and you're just not thinking. All right, so I'll give them that.
Everything. I also asked them to turn their body cams off because they were trying to stay in the hallway. And I was like, please just come in. Like, I don't want a big scene with my neighbors and with like the second round of police officers. I went down to where it happened and I walked them through exactly what happened. And I looked up and I saw that there was a camera directly on the light post that is in the intersection. So I'm like, there it is.
A potential break in the case that would eventually fall apart days later.
And then
so this should have been recorded, basically. Which, you know, again, I mean, people can kind of know where the cameras are and be like, let's stage this attack in front of this camera so that way we got evidence that this really happened. And you can all wear masks so they won't know you're Nigerian black guys. We can pretend you're actually white, like racist people from the South or some shit.
The detective told me that the camera inside of the casing was facing north, so they didn't have it. And that was disappointing.
The vast majority of people.
No, what's disappointing is you, dude. You're disappointing. You're disappointing to the whole fucking human race, man. You're a fucking disappointment. I mean, I think probably his motivation is like, this will make people love me more. It'll help my career. I'll get more clicks because I'll have more name recognition, and all the social justice warriors out there are gonna, you know, get my back. And I mean, there's probably if it wouldn't have blown up in his face like this, it probably would have been a good decision regarding his career as an entertainer.
have been supportive and loving and understanding. And then as time has gone on, and that there's no, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to Subway, Sub-Zero.
Subway is open 24 hours. Like, people kill me when they say things like that, because it's like Subway is open 24 hours for a reason.
Okay. Again, it's very rare that a Subway is open 24 hours. Most Subways are open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now, there may be some exceptions, but which Subway were you at, my dude? We can back this up and see if it's a 24-hour Subway. Anybody, please find out which Subway he's at, or he claims to have been at. Somebody says this: the hoax awards, Jussie Smollett, Christine Blasey Ford, or the Indian guy with the drum. Who will win? Ooh, the Indian guy with the drum, like that one was pretty hardcore. Christine Blasey Ford, I'm gonna stay away from that one. The hoax award, I would say it has to go to Jussie Smollett, because the level of hoax here that this guy's pulling out is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's bad for our society. It's bad for our political landscape. It's bad for discourse between people who already are at each other's throats. It just pushes us into a further divide that is pretty creepy. So yeah, I would say definitely the hoax awards has to go to Jussie Smollett. The Southerners don't like negative 21 degrees. Well, I know, Boss Cogger. I'm a Southerner. I live in South Texas, and yeah, I don't like cold weather at all. So yeah, I agree. He wins. Yeah, I'd have to say he wins the hoax awards 100%. Let's get back to it.
So that when you're hungry at night and you ain't got no food, you go to Subway.
Yeah, everybody knows when you hungry at night, you ain't got no food, you go Subway, bro. No, dude, you go to Jack in the Box, you go to McDonald's. What else is open 24 hours? You go to Denny's, you go to IHOP, you go to, if you got Waffle Houses, you go to Waffle House. You don't fucking go to Subway. Everybody knows Subway 24. No, dude. I mean, not maybe if you lived next to the one Subway in the United States that's open 24 hours, yeah, but that's your experience. That's not everybody else's experience. But please, I need to look this up. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Let's see, which Subway did Jussie? Oh shit! How do you really spell his name? Just Jussie Smollett. Which Subway did Jussie Smollett go to? Let's see if there's any information here. Jussie Smollett Subway commercial. They turn off his Fox recused herself from the question the media should have asked Jussie Smollett. What happened? A timeline, new reports. Man, Google search is getting really shitty these days. Because, I mean, it pops up all this shit that I didn't search for. I mean, it should be, the only thing it should be looking for is what's in my search description. Instead, it's trying to fill me all this fucking bullshit, different shit. It's trying to push me all these different news sites. What happened on an NYC subway with Jussie Smollett? Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try this article. See, I don't know if you guys can see this. You guys see it? All right, cool. Yeah, let's try this article. Jussie Smollett recently dropped his Some of My Music's album is chock full of what the fuck is this? I don't care about his music. Oh, I hate that when they have a title that acts like it's something you're looking for, but then you go to the fucking site and it's not. What happened? Let's see. Listen live. Okay, fuck it. That's it. Google used to be great for researching shit. It just sucks now. Fuck you, Google. Fuck you. Yeah, I mean, I remember Google back in the day. I could find anything I fucking wanted to find, information or whatever. Now it's just, you can't find what you want to find. It's like it feeds you to these places that you like doesn't really have the information you want, but it's where they want you to fucking go.
The camera facing north. How is that my issue? It feels like if I had said it was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot more.
Really? You think that people are fucking chomping at the bit to have evidence that white people are fucking pieces of shit? So I think that's a total bullshit line. I think they would have probably supported you less if it was another minority that did it, because they wouldn't have they wouldn't be able to use that MAGA country racist line that they want to use so much.
And that says a lot about the place that we are in our country right now. The fact that we have these fear mongrels, these people that are trying to separate us. God,
that's a great line, right? These fucking people who are trying to separate us. Dude, you are the one that's the most guilty of that. Well, I mean, I'd say the media is the most guilty, but you're way up there on a level that's just like really fucked up when it comes to trying to keep people separated and create more hate, racial division and all this bullshit. I mean, I've said it before. Like, I think we need to just get past giving a fuck of what people's skin color is, just the same way we don't really give a fuck what their hair color or eye color is. Like, that's not that. I mean, it's just, I don't know. We've seemed to have gone backwards in this country. You know, I grew up in the 90s, and I think we all had that state of mind of like, let's get past skin color. Skin color doesn't mean anything. What really matters is the individual and the actions, and that's what you judge people by. But now it's just like it's all obsession with skin color, everything, and even the way the news reports it now. I mean, everything is the white guy this, black guy this, you know, everything. I don't know. I hope the pendulum swings with this shit back in a more sane direction, because things have, and it's 2019 now. It's not like this just started. This has been going on for like, I don't know, a long time now. I'd say, I mean, for me, I became most aware of it during the election time. So I'd say 2014, 2015 really is, you know, when I became aware of how crazy these things were getting. And now it's 2019 and we're still there. It usually doesn't take this long for the pendulum to swing back. So that really is kind of concerning to me.
And it's just not okay. Mm-hmm. It's just not okay. And for all of the people, the next time that you see someone report something, maybe well after the fact that it happened, and you say to them, well, why you wait until now?
That's a good point, dude. Yeah, blind people. Yeah. I wonder what, I mean, if I could interview a blind person about that, that'd be pretty interesting.
Just remember that mine was reported right away. And look what has happened.
The phone.
Mm-hmm.
When did you, because as you said, it was an accurate account of the timeline, valuable information. When did you make that information available to the police?
We had to give the phone records, which they didn't originally ask for my phone records. They asked for my phone. They wanted me to give my phone to the tech for 3 to 4 hours. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I would. If I was just, someone tried to commit murder on me and they were questioning me, and I really wanted to help the police get down to it, yeah, I'd give them my phone, because there's a lot of information in the phone that would back up your story and allow them to know that it's true, and allow them to know the location and where this and that. So yeah, just give them your fucking phone. What are you afraid of? You got some gay pictures on your phone? I mean, like, they've seen worse, man. It's the police. They see people with their head chopped off. Like, they're going to give a shit about a picture of you, doing whatever. I don't even want to speculate. But yeah, that's a dumb move. That's a dumb fucking move. So it's not like you were a rape victim. Like, this is kind of the same thing that happens to rape victims. Like, they don't want to. They always say, well, I didn't want to go through it because it would have been more of an ordeal, because I would have had to have given them this and done this and had my this scraped out and this and that and like a bunch of horrible stuff. But at the end of the day, you kind of owe it to society to do that, because we need to get rapists off the street and we need evidence to do that. So it's fucking horrible, but hey, that's the right move, even though it's uncomfortable and not fun and it makes the ordeal worse. At the end of the day, it should make it better, because the person who did it hopefully will end up getting locked the fuck up, as opposed to being able to go around and make other victims. Anyway, it's kind of the same thing. Like, oh, I'm a victim. Why should I have to cooperate and give you evidence to help prosecute these people who just tried to lynch me? Come on. I mean, that kind of thinking just really upsets me, And I'm sorry. I should never be upset with a victim. All you can do to victims is say, I understand your pain. It's okay. It's okay. Even if they're lying, or even if they're not giving you evidence that helps you to convict somebody who's breaking the law and helping to save, because what you're doing when you do that is you're helping your fellow Americans, your brothers and sisters who share the same flag as you. You're helping them avoid the same fate that you fell to, even though it's uncomfortable. Anyway, let's keep going. Sorry, ranting too much.
Why?
Because I have private pictures and videos and numbers, my partner's number, my family's number, my castmates' number, my friends' numbers, my private emails, my private songs, my private voice memos. I don't know what that's going to be to hand over my phone for And honestly, by then, inaccurate, false statements had already been put out there.
Earlier this week, he submitted phone records from within an hour of the incident. But Chicago police said they were limited and heavily redacted, adding they need additional information to corroborate the investigative timeline.
See, and this is where I come from. I trust the police, right? Okay, I know everybody wants to hate on the police, but I trust the police. I think there's no way the police would be coming out and saying, like, didn't he get arrested? I'm sorry, I'm really haven't been following this. This is me catching up on what's going on live with you guys. So if I'm out of the loop on something, I apologize. But, you know, hit me up in the chat and set me straight. But from my understanding, the police have said he's lying. Like they're already trying to arrest him, or they arrested him or whatever. So I believe that the Chicago police, like if they don't believe this happened, and they're actually going to press charges on Jussie Smollett, then yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's faking it. That's really all I need to know, because that's a big move for the police to go and do that and accuse a victim of lying and actually, you know, coordinating and orchestrating it. So yeah, I'm on the side of, I believe it was faked, and they knew what they were doing. This guy thought his career was going to blow up from doing this, and other people were like, yeah, this also makes Trump supporters look bad. So it's a win-win for a lot of people in this country and the way they feel. But I wonder how they feel now, knowing that it's fake. Do they realize that probably a lot of these stories are fake? I mean, this is not the only one. There's so many of these fake stories where, you know, somebody paints a swastika on their door and then tells the police they're a victim of a hate crime, and they're the fucking ones that painted the swastika on their door. I mean, there's so many stories like this. It's almost to the point where it's becoming a problem.
His attorneys tell us they are willing to cooperate. Smollett also says he has been troubled by inaccurate claims. What other ones had you heard that were inaccurate?
That I had said that they were wearing MAGA hats. I never said that. I didn't need to add anything like that. They called me a They called me a
Well, black people call each other that stuff a lot too. So, I mean, it could be, I mean, they were black though. So, okay, I'm getting confused in what's real, what's not real here. So let's keep going.
There's no which way you cut it. I don't need some MAGA hat as the cherry on top of some racist sundae. I've heard that.
The cherry on top of some racist sundae. I bet you he rehearsed that line a few times because that was too good. That was too good.
It was a date gone bad.
Oh yeah, this is the one I heard, that it was a date gone bad. That he was hooking up with these two Nigerian dudes, and then I guess he'd snorted all their coke or something, and I don't know. Anyways, hear what he says.
Which I so resent that narrative. I'm not gonna go out and get a tuna sandwich and a salad to meet somebody.
A tuna sandwich and a salad.
That's ridiculous, and it's offensive. Yes, there's Grindr. Yes, there's Jacked. Yes, there's all of these things, which I have not been on in years.
Did anybody believe that? I don't believe that.
I can admit that I was on that back in the day. I was single. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm doing that grinding. I'm on that grinder.
I have not been on that in years. But aside from that, it's offensive. And I absolutely resent that narrative because it's bull. It's bull. And it's unfair. It's unfair.
Well, not according to the police, my dude. And this is the thing about, you know, today's modern day. I mean, the police are pretty damn good at getting down to the truth and getting the evidence. And yeah, I mean, maybe the police are wrong and this guy's just a double victim. But fuck, I doubt it. I believe the police. I believe that he and whoever his manager or whatever orchestrated this shit. And you know, it's I mean, it is what it is. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
Fair to the investigation. It's unfair to, I hate this word, but it's unfair to the victim.
What were your injuries? What were
they did x-rays.
A NAMBLA pin.
I didn't.
Let me see. It doesn't really show the pins when he's got the front on shot. It looks like he's wearing a rainbow LGBTQ thing on the bottom right, but I can't tell what anything else is.
It was reported that I had like fractured.
he is making a sexy face. What's it called? Sucker. What do they call it when the women do that? They pucker their lips, pucker face or whatever. He's doing pucker face. Yeah, he looks like he's on some drugs too, to be honest, in this picture. He doesn't look sober. but maybe they're sedating him from all the trauma he's been through.
Ribs or cracked ribs or something like that. That wasn't true. I was just in a lot of pain. You know, my clavicle was messed up, my rib was bruised, but nothing was cracked. Like, I walked into the hospital. I walked out of the hospital.
Why do you think you were targeted?
I can just assume, I mean, I come really, really hard.
Oh, did he just say I come really, really hard? Did he just say that? Jesus Christ. Moomin said he paid the dudes $3,500 via check. Super fell. How do you know that, Moomin? Is that like fact? Is that out? Like 100% fact? He paid the dudes $3,500 via check. Super fell. Yeah, if that's true, that's like, yeah, that's the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And if the police found that, then fuck yeah, it's pretty obvious that's a fucking. Yeah, I mean, that's like I'm saying, it's like they planned this all last second while they were all on a fucking coke binge or meth binge or some shit, because it just they didn't take the time to really think this through in a proper way. Yeah, on MSN. Okay, I gotta look that up. Yeah, just watch the press conference. It has all the details. Oh shit, there's a press conference. Hunter Blue. All right, let me go a little further on this, and then we'll get the press conference going. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Jussie Smollett. Press conference. Jussie Smollett. Smollett denies all against. Smollett is guilty. Developing news. Watch live. Chicago police briefing on 7 hours ago. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's 37 minutes, dude. 37 minutes. Let's try. Let's see if there's any more gems on this one. Hold on.
Against 45. I come really, really hard against his administration.
I love it when he says I come really, really hard. Dude, I think I might need to make a supercut of this now, where he talks about how hard he comes. I think I got to do it. People were telling me I need to make a supercut of this. Maybe I do. And this is going to be the I come really hard supercut. All right, let's keep going.
And I don't hold my tongue.
I want to ask you about Jussie Smollett.
I think that's horrible. It doesn't get worse, as far as I'm concerned.
Were you aware that he made that statement?
I saw it. I don't know what to say to that. You know?
Yeah, how about you just say, sorry, yeah, I fucked up. It's pretty obvious at this point that this was all orchestrated and the evidence is too big. So I don't know. I think he's still doing the, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, guys. Now I'm a double victim.
You know, I appreciate him not brushing over it.
And there is no doubt in your mind what motivated this attack.
I could only go off of their words. I mean, who says empire, this MAGA country?
I know some black people that would say that shit. Clearly, there were black people who said that. So, I mean, maybe they are racist. Maybe they are Nigerian MAGA racist Trump supporters. It's possible. I mean, I'm sure they're out there. Some racist ass Nigerian Trump supporters.
Ties a noose around your neck and pours bleach on you.
They tied the noose around your neck? So they sat there and took the time to tie the noose up? It doesn't work that way. You tie the noose beforehand, and then, it's ready to go, and you just throw it around the neck. I mean, not that I have that much experience with this shit, but I've watched enough movies. And I know how, I don't think it's easy to make a noose. It takes a lot of time to actually tie up a noose. But yeah, I guess it's just semantics. Whatever, let's keep going.
And this is just a friendly fight. I will never be the man that this did not happen to. I am forever changed. And I don't subscribe to the idea that everything happens for a reason, but I do subscribe to the idea.
Yeah, Michael, I know what you're talking about. Like the CIA and FBI, they have those techniques. Like if you're looking in certain directions, you're accessing like the creative part of your mind, which means you're lying. And if you look in other directions, you're accessing your memory. And I think there's a little bit of truth to that, but I think you still got to be careful using that because you have to understand each individual's own way of talking. And like you got to have a baseline for that individual before you can really do that. But you could be right.
That we have the right and the responsibility to make something meaningful out of the things that happen to us, good and bad.
What do you feel people need to hear the most from this story?
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth. It's just the truth, because...
Well, we ain't getting it from you, buddy. That's for sure. Somebody said, this was interesting. I'm trying to figure this crap out just like you guys. So if I'm strange, it's because I don't believe anything about this hoax, and I don't even believe it was a hoax. Yeah, I almost don't believe it was a hoax either. I almost think like, I don't know. I think it might have been something else. He might have got attacked by these guys for some other reason, and he just, you know, making up this lie about it to cover up the real reason. I don't know. But yeah, it's just so fucking weird. It's so it almost seems like some Hillary Clinton fucking NWO deep state fucking, you know, operation that just fell apart, you know, because it seems like there's a lot of that shit going on right now to fight, you know, politically, a lot of deep state shit where fake news items are being put out there to hurt people. And, you know, and they're not even good at it anymore. Everybody can see through it. But anyway, let's keep going. So this is almost over.
Everybody has their own idea. Some are healing and some are hurtful. But I just want young people, young members of the LGBTQ community, young black children to know how strong that they are, to know the power.
Wait a minute. So they weren't Nigerians? How come I keep hearing that they're Nigerians? He sent himself hate mail, got some issues. I send myself hate mail all the time. I love it. GRE should get Smollett. Yeah, that'd be interesting, Gooner Max. I'm sure they'll get a lot of views. Awkward occurrences. It'd be interesting if Joe Rogan went in on him, but he wouldn't do it unless Joe Rogan was like, I'll promise I'll go easy on you. Dude Pink, he paid the guys. They are not Nigerian. They were born in Chicago. Why do I keep hearing Nigerian? Okay, we're gonna watch the police thing next. So yeah, we're gonna go to that next. Then there's the whole lynching bill. Yeah, that is interesting, American Gooner Max, that they have this weird ass bill, and then this. I mean, it seems like this is like a deep state operation gone wrong. Like, I'm somebody who really thinks we got a problem with the CIA and FBI doing all kinds of shit, controlling our media, putting fake stories out there. I mean, playing political games when that's not their fucking role to be doing shit like that. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was some deep state thing that just like blew up in their face. I don't believe he was attacked or made. But then if it was a deep state thing, I don't think the Chicago Police Department would be coming out and saying it's fake. They probably have the Chicago Police Department, you know, the CIA would be like, listen, motherfuckers, all right, this is some top secret shit. You got to just go along and say that this happened. That was the story at first, but it ends up they were born in Chicago. The news came out yesterday. The fact they're calling it a hoax is a hoax. I think not. Believe. Yeah, Boss Cogger, like I said, I'm just barely catching up with this. I mean, I saw the reports came out first time when, he was the hate crime with I was like, dude, I don't believe this. I mean, it's just too much of this shit going on that ends up being fake. I don't believe it. I mean, especially after the Native American drumming in the kid's face and all that. It's like, dude, I just can't. I mean, I have to wait till more information comes out. But as of right now, I don't believe it. And of course, this is what happened. Jussie Smollett back on Empire set after posting bail. Hollywood. I thought they fired him. It looks too dumb to be deep state. Well, I think the deep state ain't as smart as everybody thinks they are. They just have a lot of resources. The Democrats were so quick to comment and then started deleting all their tweets, though. If we was a Democrat operative, Kamala Harris obviously wasn't in on it. All their tweets, though. Yeah, I mean, that's always what they do, dude. They jump on all these fake ass stories right away. They're like, "Oh boy, finally a story that backs up my view of the world," and then it ends up being fake, and they just act like it never happened. Then the idiots did the whole attack off all those cameras. Now, if this is real, cool. They just got Jussie. It's over, but it's not real. Then what laws could they pass by telling Jussie to fake a hoax? No, I mean, just if somebody actually, I think they're trying to, I'm probably going to butcher this, but if there's like a bill that's like supposed to make like lynching a worse crime or something. I don't know. Like, I see your point there. Like but it is odd that they're pushing this lynching bill and then this guy does like a fake hoax like you got lynched. Now, this is real cool. All right. So let's go back. This is almost over. Let's get through this.
Power that they hold in their little pinky.
It's been 2 weeks since that night left.
Wait. Who's he talking about? Power that they hold in their little pinky.
Young members of the LGBTQ community, young black children, to know how strong that they are, to know the power that they hold in their little pinky.
Okay. Is anybody saying they're not strong? I mean, we're all humans, man. Again, all the LGBTQ, All the young black kids, white kids, we're all just fucking humans. We have the same abilities, basically. I mean, they do have some skills above ours. You know, like they can run faster most of the time. But at the end of the day, you know, that's all about evolution. It's all about you know, how they evolved and how we evolved. You know, how our you know, how your line of ancestry evolved and what skills you acquired from your struggles that your ancestors faced and vice versa. But it doesn't mean that we're different. We're really not. We're just fucking humans. All right. Can we just all be fucking humans, or humans that are fucking, either one?
It's been 2 weeks since that night left actor Jussie Smollett bruised but not broken, and he's still processing the raw emotions. Have you ever been threatened before?
Yeah. I get threatened all the time on Twitter and Instagram and DMs and things like that. It's like, but, you know.
Dude, welcome to fucking social media, my dude. It really does make it worse that everybody's such a fucking dickhead on social media. I try not to be. I try to be exactly like I am in real life when I talk to people on social media. I try to be friendly. I try to be polite. Try to be respectful. You know, a lot of times people, they see a clip of me, you know, doing a goof, like the clip I put up where I was going to chop my dick off. Like, people don't realize it's me, like, playing a kind of stupid character, you know. So some people think I'm crazy, but that's just me trying to be funny. Okay. Most of the time I try to be really cool, really nice, really respectful to everybody, whether I agree or I disagree. Cause I think that's the way I was raised, to be honest. I mean, if my dad saw me, you know, being rude to people, he would have a problem, and, you know, he'd set me straight. So, being where I'm from, everybody's that way. So, you know, it's not something that's like you got to work at to do. It's like everybody's just nice and friendly because it's the way to be, you know. But a lot of people online aren't. People, and a lot of them are just young kids that are just stupid, and they think it's funny to just be an asshole all the time to random people online. But then what you end up doing is you end up creating maniacs like this guy who think they're a victim now because your fucking crazy ass tweets about how they're a piece of shit or whatever. It's like, oh, and yeah, I'm not saying that this guy probably hasn't dealt with some actual racism. I'm sure I've fucking dealt with some actual racism. I know it's impossible for white people to deal with racism, but I have. So it's you know, it's out there, but it's not that big of a fucking thing. It's not something you're going to deal with every day of your life. You know, it's something that, you know, you may run into once or twice here or there if you end up in a place where you're very different from everybody else. And there's a bunch of fucking ignorant fucking people around you. But yeah, I still think like people want to blow things out of proportion. Like sometimes it's just a troll who's just targeting you because you're a celebrity and they want to get a reaction. Stop making it into you know, you're this huge victim or some shit, because you're really not. I'm sure if I saw your bank account and how you live, I'm sure you're not a fucking victim. But let's keep going. Let's watch some more of this victim. This Jussie Smollett.
I'm a public figure. I'm very outspoken. Sometimes maybe too outspoken, but it's who I am, you know? So I get the idea of pissing people off, that you're gonna rub people the wrong way.
In fact, the week before the attack, police confirm a letter was sent to the Fox.
Who wrote that fucking letter? A 5-year-old? Jesus Christ.
Studio in Chicago with threatening language and laced with powdery substance, likely Tylenol. Do you think there's a link between the letter?
It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
And the attack?
If somebody really sent that letter, oh my God, it's got to be the dumbest person on this fucking planet. But for some reason, I don't believe it. I don't believe that that's... is that the fake hate bill you were talking about, Moomin? Is that it?
And you did mention it to the police right away about the letter.
Absolutely. Just because on the letter, it had a stick figure hanging from a tree with a gun pointing towards it, with the words that said, Smollett Jussie, you will die, black. There was no address, but the return address said in big red, you know, like caps, MAGA. Did I make that up too?
And despite lack of video surveillance footage, Smollett hopes to rewrite the narrative about that night, saying he fought back against his attackers and reported the incident after his creative director called 911.
He's supposed to be well-known, requesting a report, and said the noose was placed over the friend's neck.
Well-known. I didn't know who the fuck this guy was until this happened. Well-known. Yeah, from the, like, the I don't know, handful of people that watch Empire. I don't know. I guess it's a big show. I don't know. I don't watch TV really that much anymore. Every now and then I'll find a good series like on Netflix or something. I'll binge watch, but that's about it. That's about it. I did watch Breaking Bad. Okay, I liked Breaking Bad. Here's here's the television shows I've watched probably in the last 10, 15 years. Okay, Breaking Bad, Deadwood. Okay, that's all I can remember right now. Let's keep going.
I want that video found so badly because for probably 4 reasons. Number 1, I want them to find the people that did it. Number 2, I want them to stop being able to say alleged attack. Number 3, I want them to see that I fought back. And I want a little gay boy who might watch this to see that I fought back. And it does not take any.
That sounded kind of homophobic.
I want them to stop being able to say alleged attack. Number 3, I want them to see that I fought back. And I want a little gay boy.
Oh, I got to do a supercut. I got to do a supercut of this one, man. I don't know. It might be a little too rough though for the YouTube censors, because right now I'm coming hard and I want a little gay boy. Yeah, dude. Sometimes there's some things I just wish there was no rules and I could just make, because there's so many fucking things that I could have done that were like would have been crossing the line and probably got me censored or got a video removed or a strike, like this one. Like I really have some good ideas for this one, but I probably would have to tame it down a little bit. Anyway, let's keep going.
Who might watch this to see that I fought back. And it does not take anything away from people that are not able to do that. But I fought back. They ran off. I didn't.
What do you say to a young gay man, a young gay person?
To learn to fight. And I don't just mean like learn to.
What do you say to a young gay person? Cut to, I come hard. I want a little gay boy.
Fight. I mean, learn to fight. Learn to be a fighter. I am not advocating violence at all. So let's be clear about that. If you're gonna die, fight until you do. Because if you don't fight, you have no chance. I have fought for love. I'm an advocate. I respect too much the people who I am now one of those people who have been attacked in any way.
He's so look. You could see a look of like happiness on his face for a second there. Watch.
An advocate. I respect too much the people who I am now.
Look at him. He's like so happy that he's one of these people now. Look at him. He can't even hide the happiness.
I respect too much the people who I am now one of those people.
You can see it. There's a smile. He's like, oh, dude, I'm one of those people now. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm one of the fucking victims now, baby. You know what that means? I get the victim card. You know what that shit means? It's the coolest shit in the world. Calm down, Bubbles. It's okay. It's okay, Bubbles. It's okay, dude. It's okay. I'm not upset.
Who
it's
have
okay.
been attacked in any way.
My dog is so sensitive. Like if I get like real animated, he thinks I'm upset or something's going on, and he's like, oh, calm down. Everything's okay. Calm down.
You do such a disservice when you lie about things like this.
If the attackers are never found, how will you be able to heal?
I don't know. Let's just hope that they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not go there yet. Let's, I was talking to a friend and I said, I just want them to find them. And she said, sweetie, they're not gonna find them. And that just made me so angry because so I'm just gonna be left here with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be left.
Find who? What's he talking about? Is he talking about the, I mean, didn't they find him? I mean, that's what's a little weird. Maybe at this time they hadn't found him. But let's jump. We're gonna watch the police briefing, so we can get the police's side of the story here. And I got a crazy dog. Bubbles, say hi to the people, Bubbles. Say hi to the people, Bubbles. Say hi. Say hello. This is my little dog. He did try to kill me earlier, but I forgive him. Bubbles, I forgive you. Okay. You were taught to be hateful. You were taught to be racist and mean by somebody else, not me. Definitely not me. And I forgive you. And we're going to work to make you less racist, okay? We're going to do sensitivity training. We're going to put you through The greatest sensitivity training the world has ever seen, Bubbles. And you are going to be the biggest non-racist the world has ever seen. Let's go. Let's go, Bubbles. It's okay. You go. Jump down now. All right. All right. Okay. Come on, Bubbles. Go up on the chair. Up, up. All right. You don't want to go on the chair. He's a little jerk. He don't like to listen. Just relax, Bubbles. Relax. You know, I'm going to give him a treat. Here. I'm going to give him a pig ear. Because he loves the pig ears. And that'll settle him down. And hopefully he don't throw up because I've given him too many fucking treats. All right, I'm going to break it in half. Oh, man. That's not easy to break in half. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I guess I got to give you a whole pig ear then, Bubbles. Because they don't break in half. All right, so this is, it's all 100% pig ear. Okay, there's no craziness. Here you go, Bubbles. There you go. Go ahead, it's all yours. Give it a good smell. All right, there you go. Now leave me alone before I Owen Benjamin you. I'm just kidding. Again, I still love Owen. Okay, I still love him and I forgive him. But yeah, he's gotta work on those the manners with his dog. Anyway, let's jump to the next video. Well, let's see what's going on in the chat. Hey, I got 14 fucking people watching, blowing up. That's only like 86 more to go to get to 100. Sup, Moomin? Oh, Liberty Rockman. What's up, Liberty Bear? Good Max. They are the horseshit propagandists, man. No doubt about. Yeah. Wow, really blue. You should eat half. No, dude. It says specifically not for human consumption. I think I know better than to do that. Bubbles is like Dankula's Buddha racist. Yeah. I mean, I can get Bubbles to do the salute if I wanted to. You know, I mean, he wouldn't do it to gas the Jews though. He does it to shake. But I could probably fix that. What's going on, bro? Liberty Bear, Mr. You should call yourself Utah Bear. Thanks, Don Lemon. Really, I love the new racism which paints whites as terrorists who are all depressed, insane, schizophrenic, bad. Yeah, it is propaganda, man. It's definitely propaganda. Okay, yeah, Jussie was the one who approached the brothers about the plan and figured since they would be flying out the country, there's no way the police would be able to catch them. Interesting, because that does help if you can't catch the perpetrators, right? So let's go. Now we're gonna watch the police's side of what happened. Which again, I'm watching this live. First time I'm seeing this right now as you guys watch it as well. So let's do it. This is 37 minutes, so get yourself some popcorn. This might take a while to get through it. I don't know what parts are the parts I need to see. If it's all good, if it's 37 minutes, it's just them talking. That might be interesting. Let's see. Where's the sound? Sound's up. Okay, let's move ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Before I get started,
ooh, look at that chick behind him. She don't look happy, and she don't look like she's gotten any sleep. And to be honest, she looks like she just took a cum shot into her left eye. But let's keep going.
why we're here. As I look out into the crowd, I just wish that the families of gun violence in this city got this much attention, because that's who really deserves the amount of attention that we're giving to this particular incident.
Yeah. I'd have to agree 100%. But if your answer is to take people's guns away, then I'd have to disagree. I'd say get rid of the stupid fucking gun laws and let the good people carry guns. And I think things would improve at that point. Maybe. Who knows?
So this morning, I come to you not only as the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, but also as a black man who spent his entire life living in the city of Chicago.
Cut to Jussie Smollett. I come hard.
I know the racial divide that exists here. I know how hard it's been for our city and our nation to come together. And I also know the disparities, and I know the history. This announcement today recognizes that Empire actor Jussie Smollett took advantage of the pain and anger of racism to promote his career.
Bingo.
I'm left hanging my head and asking why. Why would anyone, especially an African-American man, use the symbolism of a noose to make false accusations? How could someone look at the hatred and suffering associated with that symbol and see an opportunity to manipulate that symbol to further his own public profile. How can an individual who's been embraced by the city of Chicago turn around and slap everyone in this city in the face by making these false claims? Bogus police reports cause real harm. They do harm to every legitimate victim who's in need of support by police and investigators, as well as the citizens of this city.
Oh, this guy is fucked. This Jussie Smollett guy. I mean, this is a big deal. I mean, yeah. So he definitely faked it. They wouldn't be fucking coming out and saying this shit unless they knew he faked it. It would still be, it's under investigation. But they already figured it out. That's how fucking easy it was. They already figured it out. It's okay, Bubbles. It's okay. I'm getting animated, Bubbles. It's okay. I'm getting animated, my buddy. All right, and you go sit in the corner and think about what you did to me, okay? You think about that. Hate crimes are not good, okay?
Chicago hosts one of the largest pride parades in the world, and we're proud of that as a police department and also as a city. We do not, nor will we ever tolerate hate in our city, whether that hate is based on an individual's sexual orientation, race, or anything else. So I'm offended by what's happened, and I'm also angry.
So am I, man. So am I. Because yeah, this fucks you guys up. Because look how many resources they got to put. Like this fine female police officer behind you obviously has better things to be doing right now than standing behind you, staring at the back of your shiny head. But no, here you are wasting fucking taxpayer dollars because of Jussie Smollett and his coming hard.
I love the city of Chicago and the Chicago Police Department, warts and all. But this publicity stunt was a scar that Chicago didn't earn and certainly didn't deserve. To make things worse, the accusations within this phony attack received national attention for weeks. Celebrities, news commentators, and even presidential candidates weighed in on something that was choreographed by an actor. First, Smollett attempted to gain attention.
Choreographed by an actor. So yeah, this is what they're saying is 100% staged.
By sending a false letter that relied on racial, homophobic, and political language. When that didn't work.
Okay, so that's the false letter you were talking about last movement. Okay, so that hate mail he got, he sent to himself. Just fucking brilliant.
Smollett paid $3,500 to stage this attack and drag Chicago's reputation through the mud in the process. And why? This stunt was orchestrated by Smollett because he was dissatisfied with his salary. So he concocted a story about being attacked. Now, our city has problems. We know that.
So yeah, he did it to help his career. Jussie Smollett, you fucking piece of shit. All right, why don't you just write good music? That might help your career. Okay, all right. These people always looking for fucking shortcuts. Always looking for shortcuts. Make good shit, Bubbles. It's okay. I love you, Bubbles. It's okay. Make good shit, and people will fucking like you, and you will blow up. But I don't think you make good music. I haven't heard. I'm not gonna listen to it, but I can tell if you have to go through this fucking shit to try to blow up your fucking career, that you suck. You fucking suck. But you know that's the thing with Hollywood and mainstream people. Like, a lot of people don't get there by being the best of the best. Like meritocracy. I mean, meritocracy. What is that? I mean, I haven't seen meritocracy in this country in a long fucking time. But that's what it should be about. And people are always trying to cut corners with this shit. But let's keep watching this very fantastic, honorable policeman right here.
We have problems that have affected people from all walks of life, and we know that. But to put the national spotlight on Chicago for something that is both egregious and untrue is simply shameful. I'm also concerned about what this means moving forward for hate crimes. Now, of course, the Chicago Police Department will continue to investigate all reports of these types of incidents with the same amount of vigor that we did with this one. But my concern is that hate crimes will now publicly be met with a level of skepticism that previously didn't happen. That said, Smollett was treated as a victim throughout this investigation until we received evidence that led detectives in another direction.
All right, that's it for Bubbles. Yeah, he's like a dirty little whore. I have to keep giving him treats to keep him around me. As soon as I stop giving him something, he's gone. He's like, fuck you. Where's my treats? You're just a dirty little whore, Bubbles.
I couldn't be more proud of the unrelenting detective work that went into this investigation, and I couldn't be more proud of every investigator that played a part in it. The detective work that we saw in this case is indicative of the work that our detectives do every day in this city. This case in particular involved hours of video evidence.
It's always funny how the people behind the speakers are like this guy over here at the top left. He's just so focused on the back of that dude's head. he's just like drilling a hole with his eyes to the back of that dude's head. Like, can't you just look forward at the crowd? Like, why do you have to stare at the dude? You know, you look kind of malicious. But anyway, let's keep going.
Combined with
I would say that this guy's probably a racist. Okay, let's keep going.
Old-fashioned police work uncovered the truth. These detectives deserve all the credit in the world for carefully analyzing the leads and the evidence for weeks before coming to their conclusion. I'd also like to thank the FBI for their...
See, somebody, let me get back to this so I can read this message. Somebody said here, he said, it sucks, Ball Ripper, what's up, Ball Ripper? He says, it sucks because I'm a huge fan of Empire. Let him finish this season, then throw him in jail. Laugh out loud. Hey, I think obviously he's going to have to serve time or whatever. You know, he's going to have to pay for his crimes. But if the dude's a good actor, he should be able to continue acting. The idea that we have to destroy people's careers, it's like, no, if you break the law, you need to go to jail. But you should still be able, once you pay for your crime, you should still be able to have a career. And Jussie Smollett, if he's a good enough actor, that meritocracy dictates that he should have this role or that role, then fuck yeah, he should have it. Because I'm not that kind of person that's like, oh, that's it, you should just disappear and never be able to work again and blah blah blah. No, if you're a good actor, fuck it. Like even Kevin Spacey, like I fucking hate Kevin Spacey. But if you need somebody to play a fucking creepy pedophile in a movie, he'd be the perfect fucking character, the perfect fucking actor for the part, right? So what the fuck? Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I get your point, Liberty Rockman. I just don't like to stoop to other people's low bullshit, right? Like I don't like to, oh, just because you did it, that means I'm gonna do it. It's like, no, be above it. But you know, I understand that mindset. He's looking at 3 years from Chicago and a possible 5-year sentence from serving himself crushed up aspirin in the mail. That's crushed up aspirin. Look out for that crushed up aspirin, guys. Look out. I mean, I'm sure it creates a problem because it looks like anthrax or some shit like that. So then they got to treat it like anthrax, and probably costs a lot of fucking money to test it and all that shit. But yeah. What a fucking moron. I mean, that's the worst part, is like they went through this whole hoax, and they couldn't even like cover up the stupid shit. Like you pay with a check, you go to Subway at 2 a.m. when anybody can prove Subway's not open at 2 a.m. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, let's go back to this fine, outstanding police officer.
They're helping this investigation. The FBI's partnership with CPD has been pivotal in this particular case. I only hope that the truth about what happened receives the same amount of attention that the hoax did. I'll continue to pray for this troubled young man who resorted to both drastic and illegal tactics to gain.
Let's all close our eyes and bow your head and let's say a prayer for Jussie Smollett. Lord, please help Jussie Smollett. Please help Jussie Smollett to see the light, to see the error in his ways. And please, Lord, help Jussie Smollett to understand that the current actions he has taken are not the correct course of actions for a fine man serving the Lord. So, Christ, Buddha, whoever it is that happens to be listening at this time, please, Lord, or Buddha, or Christ, or Gandhi. Is Gandhi a god? I don't know. Wait, I'm sorry. Lord, please, allow Jussie Smollett to see the error in his way, so that way he can make corrections. He can make course corrections and understand that white people don't hate him. White people like gay people, and white people love black people, as long as they're not trying to call them racist and making up racist stories. So, in the Lord's name, Jesus Christ, Buddha, and all the rest, amen. All right, let's keep going.
Gain attention. I'll also continue to pray for our city, asking that we can move forward from this and begin to heal. And now I'd like to call up Commander Edward Watnicki, who personally led this patient and deliberate investigation to walk everyone through how the Chicago Police Department arrived at this point.
The problem is, Raymond, the right doesn't really need to make that shit up. The right is getting attacked and fucking bullied and kicked out of restaurants just because of, you know, their political beliefs, which is, yeah. But no one really reports on that. I mean, you see a little bit of reporting on it, but something like this, yeah, every major news outlet's going to make it the fucking #1 story. But, you know, if it's a MAGA guy that gets, you know, a 16-year-old kid that gets a drink thrown on his head and called a N-word or whatever, you know, or black Trump haters being racist against black Trump supporters, which is a big problem. No one reports on that, but okay. Because it doesn't fit the narrative. You know, we all know this. Let's go.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edward Wadnicki. I'm the commander of the Area Central Detective Division. I'm here to answer questions. Okay. The boss just corrected me. Please forgive me. I'm supposed
You will not be forgiven. Okay, I forgive you.
to go through the timeline of our investigation. It's okay.
Oh, it's so funny. This is probably not a good time to be laughing, dude. Come on. Very unprofessional.
So here's where we are. As you all know, on the early morning of February 29th at 2 o'clock in the morning, Jussie Smollett reported that he was the victim of a hate crime. Detectives responded to the incident and interviewed him eventually at Northwestern Hospital, where he reported to us that all
right, so I don't know if we need to keep watching this. Somebody said that there was a real hate crime today. What is this? Let's go find the hate crime. Did y'all see the real hate crime? Oh yeah, Liberty. What's up, Liberty? Did y'all see the real hate crime against a conservative on a college campus today? Laugh out loud. Yeah, Liberty nasty punch. Is it on YouTube? Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, we'll play that. We'll play that bitch. Let me see. Let me see. What that shit made my blood boil, especially the last one. See, real hate crime against a conservative on a college campus today. So what should I search here? Conservative punched on college campus? Conservative punched on college campus. Campus conservative group rejected by... see, all the results are years ago. Like, I don't want shit from years ago. Dude. Years ago when they actually could the college fix. Conservative actors punch in face of UC Berkeley. Okay, I think this is it. Let's check this out.
Yeah, can you explain what you're fucking doing? I'm gonna video this. You're not videoing me. All right, well, we're in public, so I'm just gonna video it for my own safety because you seem really...
Pause. Hold on, I gotta open this in the other window so you guys can see it. Okay, hold on. Let's all right, it's enough of this video. I mean, I can't imagine it's that entertaining, but okay, police approved. Without a doubt that he's Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, can you explain what you're fucking doing? I'm gonna video this. You're not videoing me.
Oh, this is your typical fucking, Berkeley activist crybaby piece of shit. So yeah, is this it? Is this the video we're talking about, guys? Is this the video we're talking about? Turning Point USA punched by a leftist. I mean, this one was just like 6 hours ago. So if this is not it, let me know. I think this is it. So anyway, apparently this is a real hate crime against a conservative, which is happening all the time. All the time out there. So let's watch this.
All right, well, we're in public, so I'm just going to video it for my own safety because you seem really erratic. You are fucking encouraging violence. No, I'm not.
You are encouraging violence. What is he doing? He has an American flag. Oh, you're encouraging violence. You're encouraging genocide against the natural inhabitants of America. I don't know. Like, I'm sure they have some crazy logic that explains why if you have an American flag, you're encouraging violence. But that's really telling as to what they think of our country. But maybe there's something else. Maybe there's another sign that says, I encourage violence that's not on camera.
I don't give you a reason to fucking videotape me. You're a fucking...
Oh, is that the same guy? Or he knocked the camera down.
You are fucking encouraging violence. No, I'm not. I don't give you a reason to fucking videotape me. You're a fucking...
Okay, that's somebody. I thought it was the same guy talking. Somebody else hits him. And then this guy shows up in this really gay angle. Oh, that's the worst angle ever. Let's see that angle one more time. Is he wearing underwear outside of his pants? He looks like if H3H3 had a meth addiction. That's what he looks like. He's wearing his underwear outside of his pants. Oh, you can. Oh, that's probably gonna get my channel removed. That's probably gonna get my channel removed right there.
I'm not fucking face.
Oh.
You wanna hit me? I'll shoot your ass.
Oh, now someone's gonna get shot.
Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face.
Who's this big liberal pussy that's attacking? So is he just being attacked because he's trying to, like, you know, actually, I don't know, put out a message at Berkeley or something, like a pro-conservative message? I mean, what does this guy stand for as being attacked? I didn't even get to catch that. Oh, that's some soy boy fighting right there. He's got those soy muscles where, like, he works out, but it's all soy that he eats. So he gets, like, titties. He gets good muscular arms, but titties. So racist little. So he's a racist. Okay, I wonder what racist shit he did. Oh, that's a pussy move right there. The guy's not squaring up, and you just throw a punch. What a pussy! What a pussy! Oh my god! This guy who's taking this shot needs to learn how to fight back. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You got this little bitch here who's just welling on you because he thinks you're a bigger bitch and he's going to get away with it. Ooh, yeah, that does make me angry seeing that kind of a shot. I mean, I don't even know who this guy is. I mean, maybe he's KKK, but even if he is KKK, seeing somebody attack somebody that's not even, like, trying to engage, you know, physically, that's yeah, any real man sees that shit, your blood boils, because no one likes to see somebody being attacked, and when they're basically not even expecting it. It's just a pussy move. It's a big pussy move. But what can you expect from a bunch of pussies at Berkeley? I mean, the whole college is full of fucking pussies. So what can you expect?
Oh shit! Fucking cunt.
Oh, he's such a badass. He's such a badass. He said fucking cunt. That's derogatory against women. Okay? You fucking woman-hating, male chauvinist piece of shit. Okay? And who do you think you are? Johnny Black? I mean, Johnny Cash? You think you're Johnny Cash all in black? You fucking pussy.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna get laid tonight. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get laid tonight. All these dumb feminist bitches just saw me be a badass. No, they just think you're part of the male fucking crazy male patriarchy that can't control. That's probably why they think that way. They're fucking stuck in college campuses with maniacs like you who fucking act like fucking idiots. And then yeah, all these young fucking college girls are like, man, men are just like violent, aggressive fucking assholes. And it's like, no, it's just because you're surrounded by a bunch of liberal fucking retards that have like very little brains, and they go off the handle really easily because they can't control their emotions. Like a woman, like a fucking woman, they can't control their emotions. Right? Anyway, yeah, if that's the video, man, yeah, I understand why that pisses people off. Yeah, I know, just as he looked away, right? That's just, yeah, I find that pretty disturbing. But, yeah, I mean, I kind of, like, the other guy needs to learn how to defend himself. I mean, at that point, you've already been attacked, and you're just sitting there kind of looking away. Like, you know, I mean, I would have probably, look, I can box decently, but I would have just gone. He would have been on the ground already. I'd be sitting on his chest, you know, with his hands, making him hit himself, going, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Trust me, I could do that to that guy really easy, okay? He wouldn't even know what the fuck. It'd just be like, boom, he's on the ground. I got his arms, and why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself, you little stupid bitch? You little stupid crybaby bitch? Anyway, yeah. I don't know why he wouldn't have been identified, Chris, because it's pretty obvious. Like, he's like fucking right there. I mean, you can see who he is. I'm sure the only, but it's a liberal campus. They get away with that shit all the time. They literally can burn shit down and nothing happens to them. I mean, what the fuck? Go beast mode. Well, hey, thanks for pointing that video out. I didn't even know that was out there. Well, hey, we're an hour and a half in. I think we've solved the Jussie Smollett. The Jussie Smollett, the I come hard. What was it about gay boys? I don't know. I think if I make that edit, I'm gonna not have to put it on YouTube, because I think if I made the edit the way the jokes that I see that are there, yeah, I'd probably get removed from YouTube. Mark would have gotten all MMA. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't sit there and I can throw a punch. All right, I can punch, but I just have better sense than that. I will take you to the fucking ground real quick. And it ain't fun when you get taken to the ground on fucking concrete. It's not fun. I would beat the soy out of them. I don't even know if that's possible, Moomin. But I would, yeah, it'd be nice if you could beat the soy out of all those motherfuckers. I want a young gay boy. Yeah, that's right, Chris Michael. Oh God, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know. I might. That's the thing that's frustrating. It's like I know how funny it would be, but if I put it up on YouTube, I know there'd be such a high percentage chance I'd be taking that I'd get a strike for it. And yeah, like it's just not good for your channel. So there's so many great ideas that I have to walk back because they're just not acceptable in this fucking PC environment that we live in. Next week we'll work on world peace. yeah, world peace. Okay. I think when we'll have world peace is when corporations completely fucking get us under their boots and we're all just fucking, like I said earlier, I think corporations want us all to become slaves again, but they want us to be happy slaves. They want to make our lives so shitty that we'll be happy to be slaves because it'd be better than the shittiness of not having their 10 cents an hour fucking job. That way we can have a fucking, one piece of fucking pie or something every once a week as a reward. You know what? I put out a fucking supercut today. I don't know if any of y'all seen it, but I was planning on play that. So let me pull that up and we can watch that. And that'll be the last thing we do here before I jump out. So any of you haven't seen it, it's a cool little cut. I liked it. I mean, it's a little bit out there with the whole owls thing. It was a little bit out there, but I found it to be. I liked it. I kind of had second thoughts about it. I was like, I kind of had to trim it down a little bit. It was a little long. Some of the parts near the end, like I wanted to do more there, but I just couldn't really make it work the way I wanted to. But yeah, let me see here. The sexiest Joe Rogan podcast. See if I can find it because I'm on my other account. There we go. Let's see. Is this showing up? All right. Hold on. Let me make sure it shows up. All right. If you guys haven't seen this, go watch it on my main channel and give it a thumbs up because again, I don't know. Maybe I need to stop making JRE supercuts because the views just aren't up there. And I want to be a full-time creator, and the facts are to be a full-time creator, you need a certain amount of views. To be able to be financially viable, to be able to put the time into it to where you don't have to work another job. And yeah, the views I'm getting on the JRE supercuts lately just aren't there. It's not enough money. And yeah, I've been able to, and the fucking part is that I can monetize them now too. Like, this is why I don't say anything bad about Joe Rogan anymore because the dude's been super fucking cool to me. Right? He lets me monetize most of these. Every now and then they'll copyright claim one, but most of them I can monetize. I don't get a copyright claim on anymore. But when that starts happening, when I can actually monetize them, all of a sudden the views aren't where they used to be. So it's not like I'm making it that much off of them. So it's a little frustrating. So I might have to just start making more like 10-minute kind of meet the alien, Joe Rogan versus Alex Jones style videos because those are the ones that seem to still get enough views to where I could actually be a full-time content creator. So I don't know. I'll still do these JRE supercuts, but I might have to focus less on them because it just the return's not there. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe that makes me a sellout or whatever, but I want to do full time. I want to be able to make money off the work I put into this shit. And if the views are barely 10K, 20K, through in a week, it's like, yeah, that's not enough money. But anyway, let's watch it.
What if you had gay sex with an animal? Which animal would it be?
That's not gay to fucking animal, bro.
It's not.
Hold on, let me make sure I got the right window open here. Okay. All right, start it over. The sexiest Joe Rogan podcast of all time with Theo Von. All right.
What if you had gay sex with an animal? Which animal would it be?
That's not gay to fucking animal, bro.
It's not?
Because animals we don't use them that much. I mean, they're sitting around most of the time.
You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Well.
Jesus Christ.
I fucking don't like owls.
Wow. That's crazy.
So what is it that makes somebody so famous that they get close to being almost like a bisexual, you think?
You keep bringing up all this gay stuff. You got something to tell me?
Never been gay, man.
Never ever?
Nope.
Or never ever ever?
That's the dark path.
looking at my dick. It's making me self-conscious. You want to see it?
No.
You do. You do want to see it.
Draw it for me on a napkin.
You know, something else I think that's really funny that a lot of people might not find funny or might find annoying is how Theo's headphones go from on and off, like on almost every single clip. Like the first clip is headphones on, second clip headphones off, third clip headphones on, fourth clip headphones off. I find that funny for some reason, and I think some people don't even notice it. That's how easy it is to not notice that. But yeah, I thought that was funny. The music, finding the music for the second part, you know, where it gets sexy. Yeah, I mean that's how those edits go. Channel 5. I try to make it seem like it really happened, even though if you watch closely, you can see he goes from headphones off to headphones on, like a bunch of different times. Because I don't know, there were some parts where he had his headphones off, and I hate that. Like when they change shirts or like they take off a sweater or something, and then one clip doesn't mesh as well with the next clip because, you know, one clip he's got a sweater, one clip he doesn't. That can really fuck up sometimes where I have good lines that I may not use. But on that one, I just embraced it. I was like, fuck it, that'll be part of the joke. How his headphones go off and on all the time. But yeah, so and it took a long time to find the right music for the sexy part when he licks his own shoulders, which is fucking like when Theo started telling that story about the guy who licks his own shoulders. I was like, Joe's gonna do it. I know Joe's gonna lick his own fucking shoulders. I know it. And next thing you know, Joe's licking both of his fucking shoulders. I'm like, oh yes, this is something good I can use. So anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you to the tight little group here who's been hanging out. I appreciate you guys. As long as I have time, I'm going to try to do more of these on this channel here. And, you know, maybe try to do one every day, but I doubt I'll be able to pull that off. I didn't notice either was too engrossed on what they were talking. Yeah, I know, Channel 5. A lot of people don't notice, but it's something once you point it out, you notice it. You know, if you watch it back, you'll notice it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. All right. And don't be like Jussie Smollett. Okay. Don't be like him. Peace out.